Okie dokie. Oh wow, you took a little bit of time to get its shit together. Dr. Pepper cream soda. Dude, I am dead tired today. I slept like absolute shit. But, so I had an idea because I have one class, Astrologian, that is significantly behind the others because for whatever reason it starts at level 30, and by that point you're like level 50, and I was even encroaching in the level 60s, which is close to end game Heaven's Word, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling this wheel here. And whichever one we land on is the one we're going to play for that stream. If we land Astrologian, we're just going to be doing leveling duties. But every other one, we're going to carry on with the MSQ. And it looks like we're dragooning today. Very cool. It was... Actually, this is huge, because it and Ninja are level 56, so they're a little bit behind Samurai and Gunbreaker. Should I title stream then? Because I don't want to be like, hey, I unlocked Gunbreaker, I'm not playing it. Like, I guess just carrying on with the MSQ. Yeah. Continuing on with MSQ, smile face. What about colon 3? Yeah, let's do colon 3. Okay. We're gonna... YouTube? What? Okay, there we go. Continuing on with MSQ, colon 3. Oh, I think I can close that. Get rid of that window. Okay then. To Dravania. I forgot how fucking sick Dravania looks. Like, this is a fucking... Oh, this is a vibe. Oh my god. Oh. You're so damn right. Hello? Okay. I don't know why he's doing that, but here we go, I guess. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Resfelger himself. What manner of creature is that? That is the ideal male body. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. That was absolutely a Moogle. What? Why was my character acting dumbfounded as if that was the first time seeing a Moogle? Like, girl, this is... The name of the Aetheryte was... Mog's Cloud or something? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the 12's Wood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, you may know where Resfelger makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Ah, he's gone. You know, we must widen our search. I've heard tales of these Mughals, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? Dude, oh my god, they are. Ah, as much as I love Final Fantasy VII, I can never forgive what the remakes did to the Mughals, making them look like fucking coked out koalas. Like, Jesus Christ. What did you do to my boys? I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Perhaps it was simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Sorry. Um, okay. Uh, I'm sure I glimpsed a Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Ooh. Found it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I'm certain Restvelger would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to see the presence of dragons, I can only identify Needhogs with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Ysaela, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try. Yet I fear the influence of Needhog's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I've not yet given up on the Moogles. Yuna, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Mogglmog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Needhog senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Pretty smart, yeah. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Wait, so like different than the aetheryte I attend to? Like, oh, there's an ether current. I keep forgetting about the ether currents. Yeah. No, it might not be the one that I... or, no, rather it might actually be the one that I did attune to. Except he worded it weird and made me think that there was another one. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think it's just that one. 600 gil. Jesus. Is is Oh, that's a cool umbrella back there. I sent word to the Elder Seed Seer upon arriving in Credonia, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the 12 Sword Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance. No. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I don't... I had no clue. This is my first time being here, Alphino, believe it or not. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the churning mists. Kupopopo. I say Kupo. Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit. Kana, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo. There are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, tale of good King Mogglebog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it's perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alvino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. It's like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, when there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They certainly won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might see that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you'll have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the silence of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. Okay, I mean, sure, if you want. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Somal. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Dude, why is it keep doing that signal? What? Is there maintenance today? I didn't see on the menu. Well met, warrior of light. Needhog is not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there's naught to do but wait. They are here, Yuna. Greetings. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Gervonians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. It is an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. He's very graceful with it. Prince, I feel it is only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Muggles are all around us even as we speak. And I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Koopa. I am Kanasena. My companions and I have braved the long road from the 12-Swit to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kupla Kopp, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Koopa. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here among the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Resfelger that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kanasina. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Resfelger, many others crave the opposite, such as Needhog. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, chieftain. Una here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there's little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kubo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Moghome. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kubo. That looks so comfy. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. Moogle's racist? What was it Kupla Kopp called you again? Una. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moggin, Mogmug, and Mogwin. These are the names of the 30 wise Moogles who will administer The momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the trials of trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Before I do that, I will be right back. Oh, wrong scene. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little rough. Looking at OBS and seeing the last activity on my Twitch being a full fucking week ago. Feel like I'm hitting a badass wall in terms of growth. I'm stagnating. I don't really know what to fucking do, but I should continue before I start spiraling. As I will admit, it's pretty easy for me to start spiraling in terms of where I'm going with content. Like, shouting into a void, but what's my 64 as well? Excuse me? Awesome. Great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Uh, well, this is just... Here, hold on. We're gonna... I'm gonna try one more thing, and if that doesn't work, um, my, I don't think it's my internet, because, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's working, but a fucking 80 in queue. Yeah, it had to have been a server, shutdown. Or a server crash or something. Because there weren't any alerts about maintenance. None that I remember. Hello. Yes, I'm Mogan. The Moggan. The foremost alchemist in Moghelm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or, I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. Okay. I think I might as well. Start these other ones. This is RDM class. It's not. It's not clicking. It's RDM job. Red mage. Okay, sure, yeah. Wait, how did I get up there? To begin with. so dark in here. What? What the fuck, dude? Good lord, it actually fucks me up. Cloud's breath, where? Where? Excuse me. We picked one here. And one over there. But this is the edge of the search area that at least has walkable terrain. Let's handle these fuckers first. Oh, I am so dumb. I didn't think this was... I didn't think I could go up here. Okay. So question Moghome inhabitants. Oh. Okay, sure. Oh, that's a sick-ass mount. Uh... How? How? That way is how. I gotta admit, I don't know if it's just my flightless blues, but so far, Heavensward has not necessarily been the most fun to traverse. And it isn't even on, like, well, I think it's fair to assume that, well, yeah, I do often complain about not having flight. I feel like I've adjusted pretty well to not having it. But even then, without that, it's still been not great level traversal. Because like I literally already forgot how to get back down. Content-wise, it's been pretty fun, I will say, but level traversal is one of my bigger complaints. Dude. Una, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Mogin, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Alright, get your ass over here. It's pretty cute that she's, obsessed with the Moogles. Never have you seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Hresvelger could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all those tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh dear! The horn! Bring out the horn, quickly now! We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morgan may have sat on it, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you simply need it. You need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. You're in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hresvelger. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of... Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hresvelger will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. That we have, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Then we must soon take our leave. I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home, again amongst the clouds. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well. Hey, Kupo? Excuse me. Ella, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino is looking for you. Brother, I'm like, not that far away. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways. Shall we? Alphino, Yuna, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo Cop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelves Wood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. Breastfilger awaits. Warrior of Light, I attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical fade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Trust me, I am locked the fuck in on Estinian. Like, you do not have to tell me twice to keep an eye on him, sister. Like, already fucking on it. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Hresfelger's attention. I'll come along and show you the best way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for Asa. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Cuba. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Dude, some of these enemies are fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh god. Magoosh misbehaving. Magoosh. Okay. That's annoying. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Okay, so there's only two. Okay. Yeah, I need fucking much better gear. Cause what in the fuck? Things were a bit bitey for fucking you don't say. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Restvelger invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lanes below to hunt. You try blowing the horn now. I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest you stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Uh... Yeah, so let's go ahead and throw this on. I mean, it does look pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Can I can't use it. Uh... Okay. Hold on. Here we are. Oh. Uh, that sucks. So I guess we're gonna look a little goofy for a bit, but... Where the fuck did they go? This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow. but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. We must interrupt our journey so close to its end. I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphino whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Yuna, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. Oh. Oh, I'm getting fucked. Okay, we can make this work. Oh, okay. We're good. Uh... I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphina returns with wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what look like stew ingredients, ready for the fire. Dude, we're exactly matching sitting positions. Like I'm like not just my model, but me myself am sitting like that. Leg over knee, hands in lap. Oh, that's so fucking cute. Oh my god. Ah, few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling in a flint. Tis well, excuse me, wow. Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Ysaela with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlean dignitary, and, alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We, all of us, are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe? 'Twas only meeting, 'twas only upon meeting Hresvelger that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things, I cannot deny. But I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. God damn, that goes crazy. I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. So, a little bit of Una lore that probably no one's gonna hear. Uh, and I am actually in the process of writing down into like an actual like written form, I guess, for lack of a better term. My brain just kind of shorted. Um, yeah, bit of Una lore. I so I come from so my I have there's this like sort of magitech world that I've been it is called Anorum. Um and I was a uh a soldier, basically. And I, after my term was up, became a merc, basically a magic mercenary. And not exactly best of lives, but good intentions. I wanted essentially to stop there's a lot of like these whole themes of like deep conflict. It's like really resonating. Holy god, it is hot. Oh my god. Way to fucking ruin a bit of a lore drop by reaching for my fan remote and seeing my model flip out like that. Jesus. But yeah, no, I myself am no saint. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. No thoughts head empty. Is he admitting he's a himbo? Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Needhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began. Oh my god, okay. I got very scared because there is I guess a new UI for ban evader messages being held by automod. I guess I could have just hit deny. Because it has this new thing where it's like allow or deny. But no. Hello, Maddie. Not much. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will snay. I will. I will snay. I will slay Needhogg myself. Orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hraesvelgr of the righteousness of your cause. Thank you. Doubt not, but that I shall see, Dragoon. I did, yes. Well, when's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. I think we overslept a little bit. Uh, because I don't see a rising sun. The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Hraesvelgr back to the skies above Zenith. I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So, I'll be headed back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. God damn. Oh, okay. Was worried there was gonna be another server crash. God, this area is so cool. Let me nab this. Whoa. That sounded cool. He looks cool. The dragon designs have been top-notch, I will say.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva. But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me. I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn!
Oh.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Feskdu for one istrasi, og nis el
I really love how they're really like leaning into the inspiration. Well, not necessarily leaning into, but they're taking heavier inspirations from Norse mythology. It's, you know, Final Fantasy actually has a lot of Norse mythological references, but it feels like these dragons specifically, like Needhogg, Breastfelger, and now Ratatoskr. I also love how he pronounced Ratatoskr. Ratatoskr. Also, how he is pronouncing Thordan as Thorn.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Then, the seed lies within us.
That's interesting.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Sorry.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Oh, shit. Well, so much for that. Restvelger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, the will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves. One could say we traveled heavensward. Only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Let me, are they not? My lord. Good lord. I guess we'll just grin and bear it, and then
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible? But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Man, okay. I will be right back. Okay, shit, I think... I kind of want to... Yeah, shit. Shit. I kind of want to go to an inn. And... sort out my armory chest. This is ridiculous. Why do I even have... Why am I storing these, actually? I sell... Okay, I think most of these are actually market prohibited. So... Mm-hmm. Well, that's quite a drop from in item level. From 100 to fucking 46. Okay. Wait, did I store... Doesn't look like I did. Maybe I did? I don't know. Wait, hold on. That's A. God damn it. Every time. Okay, and now I want to... this... same amount. So I guess we will go ahead and blam. Yeah, I've already got the worm gloves. Okay, here we are. We are... all is right in the world. Okay. You see how I was stressing significantly less doing that? That's what appropriate level item gear does for you. I think I'm headed the right direction. Like, fairly positive, yeah. So still have a couple more encounters, probably. I would say maybe one or two. My gut says one. But it could be two. Oh, come on. But I say, just one more encounter.
Is that it?
Aye, that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Yep. Good old Sid. Yeah. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Airy. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well. On the condition that you swear not to lure Needhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renet's Forum, you know. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. If I had just fucking waited, I could have saved myself 800 gil. But beauty is pain. When last you saw Master Garlon, who was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel manufacturing. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice. There is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it. Count Edmond's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Immonalan is about. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust. Hmm? In search of a Sid Garland, you say? The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. Yes, I thought as much. Come, Yuna. We must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Ooh. I gotta be real. My stomach started cramping really bad. I had a pretty strong coffee earlier. And I'm fairly sure. Oh, dude, no, that's not what I meant to do. Ugh, I had a pretty strong coffee earlier, and I think that's causing the cramps. Oh. Yuna, Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Needhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go. But she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Estonian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mists, but we do not know how much longer. All right, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come, the manufactory's not far. Oh, not this way. Wasn't... Wait. Oh, it was in the... Yeah. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're going to like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
It does look pretty sick.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Well, ain't that fucking convenient.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Oh.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Ooh, so close to a level up. God, my stomach is cramping up really bad. I need to call it. I need to cut it. Yeah, that's it for me. I will write a stream Friday night. As I am busy tomorrow, and plus it's normally my off day. Tomorrow, and that, well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's off. But Friday night. Since it is my off work day. So, yeah, bye-bye.